Hi, welcome to another Tim Talk. Today I want to tell you a story. When I was a student in high school, I always wanted to be a juggler. I wasn't very good at it. Matter of fact, I was very frustrated by it. I remember working construction and throwing rocks up and down while I was killing time trying to figure out how to do it. So I got through high school, got into early college, decided I'd never be a juggler. And then I met this young lady. This young lady could juggle. And I was kind of, I guess, inspired by her to learn how to juggle. And she taught me a trick. She said that whenever the ball reaches its peak, you throw the other one. So I started messing with that, and I did not learn very quickly. It took me several weeks to get to the point where I could just do 3 balls. But from that, over the years, I ended up working on that more, and I came up with kind of a thought of how do you become successful at doing something? Well, for me, I realized that my problem initially, one of the things, was that I didn't believe I could do it. And so I determined at this point that unless you believe you can do it, you're never going to try, and therefore you won't be able to. So the first rule of being successful at something is to believe you can do it. So that's not enough. A lot of people believe things, and there are some things I know that no matter how hard I believe them, I would not be able to do them. I'm never going to be an NBA basketball star. Most likely never be able to have my own child through the birthing process. Those are impossibilities. But much of what we do can be done by believing we can do it, and this is probably the most important piece of it. You have to find a right way. And I use the word a very intentionally because there are sometimes many right ways. There are also many wrong ways. But the young lady who taught me how to throw the ball when it reaches its peak was a right way to learn to juggle. By the way, the young lady ended up being my wife, and we've lived happily ever after, I guess. So, 2 things so far. You believe you can do it, and you have to find a right way to work at it, which then is the last thing. You've got to put in the work. You've got to work at it. You've got to put in your 10,000 hours, as we heard years ago. As to become an expert, you've got to put in the time to be better at something. If you want to be a great piano player, you've got to put in the time. If you want to be a great teacher, you've got to put in the time. If you want to be a great juggler, you have to put in the time. And there's no other way to do it. So the 3 things I think it takes to be successful is 1, believe you can do it, 2, find a right way, and 3, work at it. So when you blend all that together, over time, you can learn to do some of the things that you really want to do. Thanks.